Please welcome back as herself someone who always makes an excellent impression, Janet Brown. Hey. Well, it's good to see you again, Janet.
Yeah, it's nice to be back as myself.
Yes.
A bit more normal.
When did you first find out that you could do impressions?
Well, I suppose like lots of children, when I was a little girl, I was always wanting to pretend to be somebody else. And I suppose also because I wanted to get behind a character, then I wouldn't feel so nervous. And that's where it all began.
Yeah?
Right at the very start, yeah. Yes. Always looking in magazines and thinking, can I try and look like her, or look like this actress, or look that star? That's how it started.
Who were some of the first people that you impersonated?
Oh, it's going back a long way, right?
Yeah.
One of them's still around. One that goes, my name is Catherine Hepburn, and I'm terribly, terribly thrilled to be here. I really, truly am. But not so many of them are around now. But at that time, there were also some lovely characters you could impersonate. We had Jessie Matthews then, and she had this, you know, the little tilted nose and terribly protruding teeth, and it was, I've got to dance, got to sing, got to have my little fling, got to dance my way to heaven right in your arms. It's a bit cruel, for teeth. But that was the kind of thing. That was the sort of thing I was doing as a little girl.
But you seem to slip into these different characters so easily. Do you have a memory bank and slot straight into one from another?
Well, I mean, lots of people are such favourites with audiences. And when you're doing cabaret, you know what it's like. There are characters that they love to hear that perhaps you're not doing on television now. You're always looking for new people to present on the television. But some of the older ones, especially when they come back again, I can think how nice it was the other week when I was playing cabaret and I decided to do a little bit of Eartha Kitt. Yeah. And I used to do Eartha Kitt years ago with a song that was on the back porch, and I'd written little lyrics. And as soon as I went to, I heard them in the morning in his little penthouse shack. Well, you all sort of, you know, because it brought back a sort of happy memory, and she's back at the top of the tree again.
Yes.
It's really nice. Yeah.
Well, when you get a new character, how do you get inside them and how do you portray this? How do you look for the place where it's going to hit the audience? Well,
you know, as a musician, how you hear sounds is going to be true, right on the bell. You know when it's there, and you're listening, especially with something. Well, with impersonations, you see somebody do something, maybe a mannerism, maybe an inflection in their voice, and you're very attracted to it. And then you think, oh, I'd love to repeat that, do it all over again. I mean, you've got to sort of like the character as well. I mean, you're drawn to it, and you think, oh, I'd like to have a go at that. And that's you know, like. Say Cilla. I love Cilla.
Yeah.
Because she's a great communicator, isn't she?
Sure.
One of the best.
Oh.
And look, I tell you what we'll do, just for fun. Everybody's seen Blind Date, haven't they? Yes, yes. Well, why don't we do a little bit of Blind Date? Just as a sort of thing. You can think up one or two questions, and I'll be Cilla. Okay. Now, I'll show you what I mean. You see, here's Cilla.
Yeah.
And I've got to get the leg up. Can you see the leg going forward? She's always got the leg out front like that. And then the shoulders have to go right back.
Yeah.
And then it's, hello, Roy. We have a lot of lovely, lovely ladies lined up for you tonight, Chuck. And you know something very funny? They've all got fair hair. Now, if you've got your question, you can fire ahead.
Right.
Have you got your question ready?
I've got a few,
now, come on,
yeah.
you sort something out. Right.
All
I'll
right.
stand here as Cilla. Right.
So, this is the question one then, isn't it?
Say it out nice and loudly, Lord, so as all those lovely ladies behind the screen can hear you.
OK. Well, now, I present a television programme called Record Breakers. What record would you like to break? And that's to number one.
Now, I'll be number one. Wait.
OK.
Take time. Let me get across there.
OK.
That's hello. I'm Esther. Funny you should ask me that, Roy. Because only the other day, I was asked to try for a record by sitting naked for 19 hours in a bath of baked beans. Oh, excuse me. I mean, it was more than my job's worth. A heart of gold is one thing, but a bottom covered in tomato sauce It's enough to bring a flush to my cheeks.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Right, shall I go on? Do you want
Yes,
another one?
yes, question number 2.
OK, number 2.
Yeah.
Another question for you. I've always loved pantomime, and my favourite part is Idle Jack. What's your favourite part in panto? Number 2.
Oh, I've got to get the skirt up for this one, right up here. Hello, Roy. Gloria in excelsis here. Well, because of my lovely long, long legs, I've always fancied myself as a principal boy. You know what I mean? But Roy, you can forget your principles. I'll forget all about being a boy. Right.
Yeah, that's
Okay, okay.
Right, number 3. Number 3, I'll ask number 3 the very same question.
Hello, I'm Dora. Pantomime, let me see. Oh, yes, I love pantomime, all the hustle and bustle. And talking of hustle and bustle, I was doing my Christmas shopping in Bond Street just the other day, and guess who I bumped into? Barbara Cartland. Do you know, she was going into a beauty salon, and she went in there looking like a little old lady, and she came out looking like a little old man. I think I've gone off the track a bit. What was the question again? Oh, yes, pantomime. Is that the reply you wanted?
No, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, no, it isn't.
All together now. Oh, yes. I'll start that one again. All together now. Oh, yes, it is. That's a bit better.
No, thank you.
See?
Thank you very much. That's lovely.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You know,
brilliant.
picking out little things.
Yeah.
That's the idea behind it. Gloria
Yes.
with her legs,
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff.
Oh, they're all so good. I mean,
Thank
you
you.
certainly deserve a drink
Oh,
after
lovely.
that. Yeah.
Oh, a drink. Oh, on the nose. On the nose, I said it's absolute nectar. Well, of course, it isn't nectar, it's tomato juice. But it does a definite thrust. It has a definite thrust of 4-star, or perhaps it's 4X. Certainly a touch of unleaded. This is an absolute must for Christmas, Roy. You really must buy this. Everyone must buy it. Happy Christmas.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, sadly, that